Hey, what's going on, everybody? Island Card Collector coming back to you with an interesting one today. This is going to be a combo blind reveal video, half PSA, half SGC. The reason I'm doing this, and I'll explain as I get into the video, I'm not going to send these cards to PSA directly because January 2025, their sale is 1990 and newer, and these cards are all older than 1990. Some of the cards I'm going to send to SGC for various reasons, some to PSA. So what's the best way to do that? You can contact Joe Davis and his team down at Got Baseball Cards in Georgia, and they let you do mixed submissions. So this is really cool. I'm going to send all the cards down. I'm going to do 4 cards SGC, 6 cards PSA. I'm going to fill out the form, drop them all into one box, ship them off to Georgia. They're going to split it. One order is going out to PSA, one order is going out to SGC. Once everything comes back in, then I can choose, do I want the SGC cards first? Do I want the PSA cards to follow, or do I want them combined? I'll probably just choose to, they can hang on to those SGC cards. SGC we know is going to come back really quickly. But they can hang on to them. We'll wait a couple months. The PSA cards will come in. And then in this video, you are going to see the grades. So exciting. I kind of like doing these blind reveal videos. I know everybody has different formats, different preferences. But when we flip to the back side of this video, you're going to see my genuine reaction as we get into the grades, because I'm going to see the grades with you for the very first time. I think it's about all I have to say for now, and so we're going to flip that camera around and get started here. Okay, guys, we're going to start with the SGC cards. Part of the reason I send to SGC is I love their half grades. So if I have a card like this one that I think would be a candidate for a half grade, I'm going to send it to SGC. And the vintage card market, guys, the pricing is pretty similar between SGC and PSA on a lot of cards. SGC is a little cheaper to send to right now. Actually $10 cheaper as of the time of this recording. $15 versus $25. Now the Got Baseball card, you know, there's a little bit of an upcharge on that, but that's okay. Well worth it for the service. Okay, this Mickey Mantle Switch Hitter Connects 1962 Topps. We're going to say it's a 3.5 to 4.5. All right, we're going to go to 1963, one of the ugly floating heads cards, the batting leaders of the American League, with the Mixter on there. It's interesting because the other guys, I really haven't heard of any of them. Maybe I've heard of Chuck Hinton, but there you go. There's the average leaders. You see Mantle 321 that year. He was still having a great career in the early 60s. This is going to go to SGC. We're going to say 4 to 5 on that one. I'm not going to use the half grades. I could use the half grades on this one too. This is a beautiful leaders card from 1965 Topps. The ERA leaders of 64, both with Dodgers greats, Koufax and Drysdale. And look at this, guys. Look at their ERAs. 174 and 219, just unbelievable. Top of this card looks really sharp corners. Bottom has some wear, which is kind of normal for long-term storage in a box. And we're gonna peg this one at a 5 to 6. I think it's got an outside shot at a 6, but it should be at least a 5. All right, next up, I've been collecting the 1964 Topps Giants. I'm trying to get a complete graded set. This is one that I definitely need for my collection. It's Frank Robinson. Beautiful card. This should get a high grade. I really don't see anything keeping it from getting a 7 to 8. We're going to say 7 to 8 on that one. Now we're going to come in with 6 cards that the Got Baseball Cards guys are going to send on to PSA for me. Oldest to newest. These are 70s and 80s cards. The Tony Oliva card. The Tony Oliva card, really fresh, really sharp. It's a crack and re-slab from CSG. It's a green label. If you don't know about these green labels, they call them medicine bottle labels. People hated them. They were so ugly when CSG first started grading baseball cards. They also admitted that they undergraded the cards. So if you actually crack this or sent the whole slab, don't crack it, send it into CGC, they renamed, pay them a few bucks, and they'll put it in an 8 for you, which is interesting. So you would think this would get a PSA 8. And a PSA 8, this card is worth some decent money. I hope it gets an 8. But we're going to say 7 to 8. All right. Next up, we got another crack and reslab. It's also from CSG, but it's not the green holder. It's the newer black holder that people seem to like a lot better. We've got the Ozzie Smith rookie card from 1979. Definitely off center, left to right, and top to bottom. Clean card other than that. No creases. Corners look pretty decent. It got a 5.5 with CSG. We're going to say, well, it's got to get at least a 5, right? So we're going to say 5 to 6 with PSA. Next card is probably the biggest gamble of the video. We did a pack battle. I did a pack battle with Meanie X. We opened a box of 1987 Leaf. This was probably a year or more ago. Out of the 87 Leafs, the cleanest example was the Mark McGwire rookie card. It's an absolute stunner, guys. It's hard to see in video, but just take my word for it. This is a beauty. We are trying to get, keep zooming in. Oh yeah. PSA 10, baby. In a 10, this card is worth over $1,000. In a 9, 35 to 40 bucks. Pretty crazy the price difference on that, right? There are just so few known copies of this card that are good enough for a 10. Really hoping for a 10, it would just make my day. Obviously, but if it gets a 9, it's okay. It's a total gamble. Now we're going to end with 3 cards from 1989 Fleer. This is the partially obscured Marlboro ad Randy Johnson rookie card. It's going to be hard to see. I'm going to try to move the camera around. You can see just ever so slightly a Marlboro box that they just took red and just kind of colored in. It's one of the rarer variations, as they were trying to not promote cigarettes to children back in the 80s. You had Ronald and Nancy Reagan's war on drugs, and didn't want the kids puffing on the smokes, which makes sense. I don't want my kids smoking. Okay. Here's the thing, guys. This was sent to PSA. Some of you may have seen this on one of my recent, or not too recent, but one of my PSA videos from last year, I think. And guess what? I got the old men's size. They said this is not meeting the minimum sizes. So we're going to send it off to SGC. I hear they have better luck slabbing these cards. And, you know, we're going to hope for a decent 8 to 9 grade on this thing. All right. Next up, we've got the Bill Ripken, the old F-Face error card. We've graded 3 or 4 of these already. Love them. In a 9, it's over 100 bucks. I think it's going to bring a 9. Going to be disappointed with anything less than a 9. I don't think it has a shot at a 10. So we're going to peg that as a solid PSA 9. That is my brother's card. The only one of this submission that belongs to my brother. The rest are my cards. This was another pack pull we did from a 1989 Fleer pack battle video, and it's just a super crisp Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card. It's got a slightly, I wouldn't even say ding, but a little corner that's a little soft. But other than that, man, this is just a super sharp card. Pretty sure that's going to get a 9, but we're going to say 9 to 10 just for kicks. There you go. Now we're going to come right back and reveal the grades. All right, guys, we are back with the back half of this video, and it's been a minute. And when I say a minute, I mean almost 6 months it took to get these cards back. It has nothing against Joe and the boys at Got Baseball Cards. That is nothing against SGC. The SGC cards came back to Atlanta in about 3 weeks. And honestly, PSA split it between vintage and modern. And the vintage part of the order 2 cards held this thing up the entire time. Months and months and months. And here we are, July 2025, for the big reveal. And I'm going to start off with some bad news. Wah, wah, wah. Dave, I'm sorry, man. Your Billy Ripken F-Face error card got the old men's size do not holder. Wah, wah, wah. Billy Ripken did not grade. But here's the good news, guys. 9 of 10 of these cards did grade. And we're going to roll through them right now. We're going to start with the SGC. We're going to go top to bottom in this video. Are you ready? Let's get looking at the cards. 1962 Topps Mickey Mantle. The switch hitter connects. Pretty well-loved card, we'll say. I was expecting a 3.5 to 4.5. SGC said... Man, I'm having trouble getting that off. There it goes. Oh, my gosh. Let's go.
Nice.
SGC 5 in the house. That is a nice card. And we're going to mark it a 5 and a plus. All right, dude. We're going to get going.
Let's go.
Got Maniacs helping me here. 1963 Topps. This is the 62 American League batting leaders. And they put it in a sleeve. It's got Mickey Mantle on there. Gotta love it. With a bunch of no-namers. I thought it was going to get a 4 to a 5. SGC says... Oh, how about a 6?
You're undergraded.
Woo! I'm on fire here, guys.
It's a good sign so far.
We got a 6. We are off to a smoking start. Okay. We're going to move on to the Sandy Koufax 1964 National League ERA leaders with fellow Dodger, Don Drysdale. And I did show you guys this early on, but look at that 174 ERA as he finished his insane run. Some of the most dominant years ever by a pitcher. I thought this was going to get a 5 or a 6. SGC says, right in the middle. How about a 5.5? Okay, we're going to set that one off to the side. And that's going to be a check mark. We got a check mark on that one. We're going to move on to one that I can't do the top loader. The little, my little cardboard holder. So Maniacs is going to help us out with a post-it note on the top. This is a beauty, guys. This is Frank Robinson. I love that Reds uniforms of the early 60s with the pinstripes. Such a classic look. And I think this is a really sharp card. I was thinking a 7, maybe higher, maybe an 8. SGC says, boom, we'll give you the 7. All right. So far, so good. This is good, except for that Ripken card. Okay, 1970 Topps Tony Oliva. This was an SGC, guys. SGC had this as a 7.5. And I think the green labels, I've heard, are strict. So by that math, it should get an 8 with a PSA. But I don't know. I think it's probably going to get a 7. PSA says, whoa, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. A PSA 9 in a 1970 Topps. By the way, look at the back of that card, guys. That does not look like a 9 back to me. It's got some yellowing to it. Dude, that's insane.
Look at the
back's
centering.
off-center terribly. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'll wait the months to get the 9. That is insane. I'm going to have to look and see how much that card goes for. All right, guys. This one I'm really nervous about. It's an Ozzie Smith rookie card. These things bring big money in high grade. Yeah, rare to see him in the Padres uniform. Look at those big chops. And this was also a CSG. It was a 5.5, but it was not the green label. not the green label, so they were grading not as strict.
What'd you say it was?
And I thought it was going to be a 5 or a 6. Boom! We got the 6. Let's go. Yeah. All right. And that one was right on the money.
Papa.
Yeah.
First, I looked up the Olivia, where's that? Right
Oliva, yeah.
there. Oliva. There's like none on eBay.
None.
So I went onto like vintage card prices or whatever. It says the last sale was like a year and a half ago at like $300.
What? $300? You gotta be kidding me.
And the pop report of 9s.
Oh my god.
The pop report of 9s is 40. It's
only
40.
40 of these in the world, guys. That is insane. That pays for everything right there, that one card. That's insane, guys. All right, we're going to skip the Mark McGuire because that's going to be the big reveal at the end, even though I don't think it has any shot at a 10. Now, guys, I screwed up on this one.
We have a mistake.
I had a mistake. This was a men's size PSA, and I told you guys I was going to send it to SGC. Well, guess what? I screwed up when I filled out the form.
But they still graded it.
And it went back to PSA, and PSA graded it, guys. This is insane. I thought SGC would give it an 8 or a 9. And let's make sure it is the right one. Yep, add partially obscured. An 8! PSA 8, dude. That card is money as well. I think MiniX is probably going to check that one out. So we're going to say that's an 8. And it is a check mark, but I am so surprised. PSA, for the first time, says do not hold her. The second time, they're like, give that an 8 all day long. All right. And the F-face was a fail.
It's kind of like it's all kind of also fail because this card's like really cheap. It's like $30.
$30. That's fine. It's still cool. I like having it. That's a PC card, guys. That card's going nowhere. All right. We are down to the final 2 cards. Thanks for watching this video. Again, if you like this content,
the Griffey.
Smash the like button.
We have the
And
Griffey.
we're going to come back with several more grading reveal videos here in the near future this summer. I know it's been a drought.
I don't know who pulled this because we've pulled like 3 or 2 of these on the channel and like 3 of the other 89.
Yeah, I just went with the best looking one of all of them.
We just have pulled a ton of Griffey.
I think, let's be clear, guys. There is 0 chance of an 89 Fleer getting 10.
I want to pull it.
And I think it's probably going to be a 9.
All right.
Anything less than a 9, I'm disappointed.
All right.
Oh!
10?
You gotta be kidding me! Jim meant 10! Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card! Let's go!
This is like the Grail.
That is insane, guys. Insane. All right. We're going to move that out of the
I
way.
want to check this price here. It's a 10.
It is a 10. It exceeded expectations, guys.
It says $150 right here. And
$150. Just because they're so common. Probably a high pop. But dude, $150 card out of junk wax, and the one before that just sold for $189. That card's getting sold is all I gotta say.
We have to pray this card gets a 10. We really do not need this as a 10.
We've already done great on this submission.
But if this is a 10, how much was it? Like over 1,000?
I think so.
Because it has the black border, so it's like impossible to get a 10.
It's not gonna happen.
Alright, well let's just
we're thinking it's gonna get what?
9.
Hang on. Yeah, 9.
9.
The 10, when I put 10 on here, guys, I'm still saying I did better than expected because nobody really expects a 10. It's, I really hope it's a 9, though. I really do.
Alright, you ready?
We're ready. Oh!
Ooh, 8.
An 8.
Terrible.
The black borders kill you, man.
I mean, it looks good besides
The
this
black borders
spot
kill.
right here. There, if I
Yeah.
can get this to focus.
The top left.
It has very minor whitening.
Man, that's.
Sad.
I'm not super mad about that, guys. Because again, let's count this up. I had 2 out of 10 worse than expected. I had 2 out of 10 exactly as expected, and then I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 better than expected. You can't ask for any more than that. Over a 50% win rate. Great submission, and we'll be back again soon for more.
Peace.